Welcome to ModiMakes.
What's good, everybody? My name is Modi, this is ModiMakes, and today I'm gonna be doing something a little more lighthearted and goofy than usual. So I know my work tends to be darker. I know the stories I tell tend to be kind of sad or dark like that, and the characters tend to be more sinister and mean just because I tend to find those stories interesting to tell and those characters interesting to create. But realistically, that's not my personality at all. I tend to be a very lighthearted and goofy person, and I kind of wanted to reflect that with this new canvas because it's been a while since I've done something a little more, you know, just playful and enjoyable. So we're going to be doing that today with this new canvas entitled Bun Bun. So the first thing is, recently I've been trying to do a lot of work with my stencil work for my backgrounds with spray paint, and I'm trying to make them more complicated, more interesting, because I really like this combination of doing like a 3D geometric shaded spray paint background with stencils and then drawing some flat 2D line work character art on top of it. So we're going to be switching away from cardboard like I've normally been doing for this stuff, because realistically cardboard is really bad for stencils. So we're going to be switching to a thinner foam board type material so I can get a really crisp stencil of this bunny shape, as the name suggests by it being called Bun Bun. Starting with a bright yellow background and then going into a more pink to purple kind of gradient that makes it look almost like a balloon animal with the geometric forms that it's made out of. I created the geometric bunny gradient using 4 different colors of spray paint, starting with a mid-tone of a darker pink, then going to a highlight of a light pink and a shadow of more of like a lavenderish purple color, so you can get that more blue tone coming in the shadows, and then coming in with the pure white for the highlights to make it and get that kind of balloon animal reflectiveness going on to it. And the bunny form is something that I've used a few times in my art before, most recently with the Zom bunny for the skateboard that I made for Braille. If you haven't checked that out, go check that video out, it's a good one. And I just like to use it because I find this to be like a nice playful form, but it's also a really strong silhouette, so I could make it just with the silhouette and not put any of the character work on top of it, and I'm pretty sure anyone would be able to look at it and tell that it is in fact a bunny. But Bun Bun is more of a character akin to the Jester that I made a long time ago on the channel. It's kind of like this goofy kind of character, and being that it's like the Jester and has that similar vibe, I wanted to bring back the Jester hat, which is something I like to use in my artwork because I think it's a nice element. It kind of is a switch up from like a lot of people use the crown and stuff as a floating thing above the character's head, and it's similar to the crown, but it has a completely different feel and a very different look to it that I think adds something kind of nice and extra and is unique to my work, or at least I haven't seen anyone else that uses that specific motif before. But to keep it in line with my other characters, I'm still going to be giving it its nice piercings that I always like to put on, all the jewelry and stuff, and give it a little bit of kind of funny, sinister feel. I wanted to throw in a rose because you guys know I love to use my florals, but instead of having a normal barbed rose stem, it's going to be barbed wire going down to a hand that has the thumb up a little bit but is also wielding brass knuckles at the same time, just to keep it in line with my general style. And that's just kind of some fun elements that I like to put in so I can get some gold going, some shiny stuff, and still get that kind of street art feel a little bit. So let's get into it, shall we, and see how this one turns out for us. Well, there you have it, my peoples. Bun Bun is complete. And you know, I'm really stoked with how this one turned out. It's different while still being stylistically harmonious with the rest of my work. It's kind of a nice evolution on what I've been working on so far with all of the different stencil stuff that I've been doing for my backgrounds recently. And it's got all my favorite things going on that I like from my work. It's got jewelry, it's got florals, it's got goofy, drugged out looking characters with a real weird expression on their face. It's got it all, man. It's got everything I look for out of my work. And I like how it has this sort of elegant simplicity to it. I left a lot more open space on the canvas than I generally tend to like to do. You know me, I like to fill up everything, but this one I tried to leave a lot more negative space going, and I think it actually worked really well. But let me know what you guys thought of the piece down in the comments below, and let me know if you have any questions about this video or any other video I've made. I'll be happy to read through them all and respond to them personally, as I always do. And you know, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a like. That would be fantastic. And if you like me, you like the channel, and you want to help support me, the number one thing that you can do is to subscribe. I really couldn't thank you enough if you did. It means the world to me. And with all that out of the way, and without further ado, let's get in those final shots, shall we?
Thanks for watching.